So it's summertime and it's starting to get hot outside, and you might have one of these, an air conditioning unit in your backyard. Well, I'm not going to give you a full tutorial on how to prepare, but I am going to give you some general maintenance tips on how to keep these going. This video was spurred by a post by one of my friends on social media saying they were having some issues trying to keep their house cool, lines freezing over, things like that. And a lot of times that can be caused by this unit being a bit clogged up. After all, it's outside. It gets a lot of debris, leaves, all kinds of stuff gets into this thing, and you have to clean it out once in a while in order to keep it functioning properly. So we're going to go ahead, tear into it, and get that done. First thing you're going to want to do is go inside and shut off the thermostat in the house. Make sure the air conditioning is turned off. Next thing you're going to want to do is find your breaker box or fuse panel and shut off the power to the air conditioning unit. Make sure you know which one it is and get it shut off. If you don't know which one it is, none of your stuff in your box is labeled, go ahead and shut off just the main breaker for the whole house. Of course, if you do that, you are going to lose the refrigerator and everything else, so you want to act quickly. But you don't want to come out here and mess with this at all with the power still turned on. I'm going to use a 5/16 size nut driver in order to remove these screws. You can also use a flathead screwdriver. Your size screws might vary depending on the model of air conditioning unit that you have. First thing I'm going to start with is I'm going to go ahead and remove these side panels. Okay, as you can see, this thing is pretty nasty. I got all kinds of debris built up in here, and these are fins that need air to be able to pass through them. So what we gotta do is clean all this stuff out. We wanna be very, very careful because these fins are very thin and very fragile. So again, very careful as we clean it out. I have a vacuum to kind of pull some of this stuff out of here. Now, when you remove these side panels here to clean under this, you will need to do that. 2 screws at the top, 2 screws at the bottom, really simple, but pay attention to which way they came off. You can see this has a bend here. Now, it's the same piece, so I can flip it around and now it goes this way. So you can see how you can get these confused when you go to put them back on. So again, just remember, what I recommend doing is only taking off one at a time. Look at the ones on either side of it, and that'll help you line it up. So I have a short side here, that means I want a short side over here. I have a long side here, that means I want a long side back over there. So it'll help you figure this out when you're putting it back together. All right, so now we're getting to the reason why we shut the power off. We don't want any electricity coming to this fan with the AC kicking on and off inside the house to try and keep it cool, or you can end up really getting hurt. So we're gonna go ahead and zip this off really quick. Going to pull the fan out. Notice where the electrical connector comes in at, and we're going to want to try and get it kind of close on that side and be careful not to disrupt it too much, and we can just set this sucker down right up here. Now we're going to get in here with a vacuum and clean this out as best we can as well. Replace it, and again, power off to make sure these blades don't get us. If you have any tubing like this, make sure that it gets properly recovered when replacing your fan so you don't get any water into your electrics. All right, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you hear that hum, it's the air conditioning going in the background now, starting to cool the house back down. And hopefully this works to help get your air conditioning unit working more efficiently as well. Thanks for watching. Have a great summer. See you next time.